Welcome. You are now listening to More Tarot, Please with Courtney Loran, a special little podcast about tarot, moon magic, and self-care. What's up and what's good? I'm Courtney Loran, a self-care coach that uses tarot, moon magic, and self-care to facilitate guidance, insight, and healing for your journey inward. So, before we get started for this week, just some quick announcements and a recap. I started a Facebook group, More Tarot Please, so that we can hold each other accountable, set intentions, talk about tarot, talk about the moon, self-care, things that we're doing in our lives, and really create a community. So if you would like to join that, click my website, www.moretarotplease.com, which will also be in the description. And on mobile, you click the two dashes on the left, and it'll pop up as a choice, and then on desktop it's right at the top. You click it, you'll be taken straight there, and you can join the group. While you're on my website, you can also sign up for my newsletter and receive a discount on your first tarot reading with me. And don't forget to check out the store. Some cool stuff going on. Now, last week we had a new moon in Gemini, and I don't know about you, but I quite enjoyed the new moon. I enjoyed the energy. I enjoyed setting intentions and really sitting with them and digging deep with them. I did a new moon ritual and it just felt really good. That Gemini energy definitely helped me set intentions of what I wanted to learn and what I wanted to teach. It helped me clarify, my purpose and how I want to put it out there into the world, how I want it to be received and how I want to deliver it. So, I really was able to clear my thoughts and understand what I want to bring into my life and how I want to bring it into my life, and then set my intentions based on that, and how I want to communicate to other people, how I want to communicate to myself, because it's always important to work on your communication. So when you have a new moon in Gemini and under a sign that's so big on communication, it just really gives you that extra oomph to work on that part, that aspect of your life. So that's what my new moon in Gemini was like. Let me know what your new moon in Gemini was like. You can hit me on Twitter, More Tarot Please. You can tell me in the group. I'm on Instagram at More Tarot Please. I just want to know. Hit me up. Let me know. Now, let's get into this week. All right, this week's theme, we have 3 of Think, Ace of Create, and 9 of Create, which in regular tarot would be 3 of Swords, Ace of Wands, and 9 of Wands. So this week, the theme, we really want to release anything that did not work. It's okay. Let's not dwell on what hasn't worked. Okay? That's a big thing to think about. Like you have your thoughts, the Gemini energy brought them all to the forefront. You had to clarify and get through them under that new moon, right? That passed. So now this week it's like anything that did not work, anything that didn't pan out how you wanted it to pan out, anything that kind of caused you just like to be upset, or any type of just like sorrow, grief, or in a way heartbreak, you can let that go. You don't want to hold on to it. You don't want to harbor that. You want to be able to move forward with that Ace of Create energy. You want to be able to work on what you are passionate about, what you feel is your purpose. You want to give energy and motivation to work that is meaningful to you and dear to your heart. You want to support that, and you want to just really move forward with that type of energy and mindset. Now, 9 of Create comes through there's going to be challenges. No matter what, there's going to be challenges. But this week, you can overcome those challenges. And then we have a first quarter moon coming up, which is some extra energy, some extra action, supporting you. So whatever challenges arise, you have that belief in yourself that you're going to make it through. You have that 9 of Create energy, that the storm shall pass. I'm going to do what it is I want to do. I'm going to create what I want to create. I'm going to manifest. I know that I am supported. I know what I put out into the universe, I will get back. I know the universe has my back. So this week, I am not going to worry about things that are out of my control. I'm not going to worry about things going wrong, things upsetting me. I'm not going to worry about things not going my way. I'm going to focus on what I have control on, focus on what it is that I want to do. I'm going to follow my plan of action and course correct if needed and weather the storm, make it through my challenges, because I know when you make a change in your life, challenges always come your way. It's almost like tests to see if this is what you really want. Oh, you want to create this? Oh, this is your passion? This is what you're trying to do with your life? Alright, let me make sure you for real. Let me make sure you serious. Let me throw a test out here and there. Let me see if you pass. Can you make it through these challenges? Because it's not about to be easy. You're not about to blink and have everything the way you thought it was going to be just because you said so, just because you wrote it down on a piece of paper. No. You're going to do the work, but you're going to be inspired to do the work, and you're going to stay motivated to do the work. Your energy is going to be on 1,000 because you're like, you know what? All these challenges are cute. Totally fine. I'm reaching my goal anyway. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to take the lessons that come with these challenges. I'm going to change what I need to change. I'm going to, use what I learned to grow and elevate and keep going. I'm not going to stop. I'm reaching my goal. I am reaching the intention that I set. I have momentum. I have motivation. I will be consistent, and I'm going to get this done. That is the theme of this week, okay? Get it done despite what comes at you, and believe that you can do so. So let's have more belief. As we create, we need to believe. Everything that we create, we have to believe in. No one is going to believe in your creations if you do not believe in them first. And you have to be adamant, and you have to big yourself up sometimes. And some people still might not see what it is you're trying to do. But as long as you see it and you believe in it, it's going to come. It's going to manifest. It's going to come into your reality. And it's going to be attainable for you. And then other people are going to be like, oh, that's what you were trying to do. Or all of a sudden people understand what you're trying to do. But you just got to do it first. So whatever it is, however this message hits you, that's the theme of this week. Release what's not working. Don't hold it. Don't hold a grudge. Don't harp on it. Don't be like, oh my God, this didn't work. So you know what? Forget it. It was stupid. I shouldn't have thought about that. Nope. We're not doing that. We're not. We are creating, and we are weathering the storm. All right. And now a moment for our sponsor. Special thanks to Stage 4 Remnants for sponsoring today's episode. If you're interested in telling your story through a t-shirt design or buying some high quality wearable canvases, visit stage4remnants.com. That's stage, the number 4, remnants.com. All information will be in the description box of today's episode. I, for one, have gotten some high quality canvases and t-shirts from this company, and I love it. So definitely check it out. Now, when it comes to the moon energy for this week, we have a first quarter moon in Virgo. So first quarter moons, your commitment is going to be tested because you have to use discerning actions. This is the time to take action on the intentions that you set, take actions that support your intention, and then, use your discernment so that you know what you can do more of and maybe what you have to kind of step back from and redirect and understand, okay, this action isn't not working. So what can I do to fix it? What can I do for it to work? Or do I just need to take a completely different action? So that's what happens. Your commitment is tested. It's in Virgo. Virgo lends that analyzation energy. Virgo's low key, maybe high key, have a little bit of, some OCD tendencies. And I can say that. I have a Virgo moon, and I totally agree. I do. So taking that wanting to perfect everything and analyze a situation can be used for your benefit because you have to use discerning action. Just make sure you don't let anything overwhelm you. Just like the theme of this week, challenges will arise, but you have the motivation and the know-how and the gusto to work through those challenges and still create what it is you want to create. So just know that yes, you will be tested, but this energy has your back and wants you to put that action forward towards your intention. Some other cards that came out, we have the creation card, funny, gratitude, self-reflection, and extremes. And then we have a fiery climax approaches. So I feel like with this first quarter in Virgo, we want to focus on our creations, of course. That also goes with the theme of the week. We want to focus on being grateful and showing gratitude to what we are able to do and how we are able to do it. We can't forget that where we are right now is where we're meant to be. So as we are working towards our future, as we are creating things that we want to bring into this world, as we are, trying to fulfill our purpose, or at least fulfill our peace and what brings us joy, we still have to have gratitude for where we are and what we've learned thus far, and the ability to even create to start with. And it's a good time, because you have to use discerning action. Sometimes in order to use your discernment wisely, you have to self-reflect. So I feel like that card came out to just remind you that as you are deciding what actions to take and what is going to work for you, if at any point you get confused, you want to take a moment to self-reflect and connect with yourself so that you can make the right decision for what works with you, that's in alignment with you. And then the extremes come in because, when you think of the word extreme, it's like 0 to 100. You're either completely disengaged or almost manic about what it is you're trying to create. And you want to steer clear from that type of energy. You don't want to completely disengage because something doesn't work, because some Three of Think situation has come, Three of Swords situation has come, and it's caused you dismay. You don't want to just be like, throw it all away. That's an extreme. But you also don't want to use this momentum to create and do what you are trying to fulfill, to the point where you're consumed by just reaching this goal. Find that middle ground, find that balance, self-reflect on that, so that you don't jump from one extreme to the other. Because if you want to completely feel the joy of reaching your goal, that intention that you set, you want to be level-headed. You don't want to neglect anything else in your life, and you don't want to give up on it. So find that balance and find that happiness, that gratitude of where you're at and what you're doing, and know that it's going to come to you because you're putting out the action to bring in that attraction. Okay? Now, when a fiery climax approaches, I feel like because this first quarter in Virgo, this analyzation, you're going to come to a conclusion that is like an epiphany, like, boom, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to do it. Like, it all makes sense now. You're working through these challenges. You're learning new things. You are creating. That creation card came out, and you're showing gratitude, but you're also taking the time to self-reflect so that you stay in alignment and you hear your inner voice so that you flow better. We all have our own path. And while it's not written in stone, it is already set out for us, right? And we just have to follow it. We have to listen to ourselves. We have to pray. We have to believe. We have to, hold ourselves accountable. And then we have to make decisions in our lives that are in alignment with our path and that are in alignment with our intentions for ourselves. And I think that as long as we can take a step back and find the balance of choosing things that are right for us, we can go along our path a little bit more smooth and just really flow with it and not go against the current, and really attract what it is that we're trying to bring into our lives. So this first quarter moon energy in Virgo is just taking that time out to use your discernment, take that action work with your intentions, but remembering that as you create, find balance, have gratitude, and take plenty of time to self-reflect whenever a challenge comes your way so that you can maneuver through it the best way possible for you. Now, our self-care for this week, because self-care is key, honey. We want to connect with the moon. That's the card that came out. Connect with the moon. That's the first card that came out. Now, connecting with the moon is a beautiful thing to do. You do not need to just connect with the moon for a new moon or a full moon. All of the phases have a purpose. All of the phases have something that you can benefit from if you attune to the moon. And if you want to learn more about it, I did actually put out a YouTube video on why you should attune to the moon. It's on my More Tarot Please YouTube channel, which you can also get a link to on my website. Same thing, if you click the 2 dashes at the top on the mobile, it'll link you straight to my YouTube channel. And on desktop, it's right at the top. And you can go to that and really learn what each phase is for and how you can utilize it in your day-to-day and pretty much use the moon as a life coach. So back to this self-care reading, take the time to connect to the moon and really, embrace what the energy that is trying to tell you, the energy that is giving off. Whether the moon is waxing or waning, it has a purpose. So we have a first quarter moon coming up, and the energy leading up to the first quarter moon this week is a waxing crescent energy. So connect to that waxing crescent energy, and pretty much that's for you to plant your intentions and develop the groundwork, that waxing crescent energy, right up into taking action with the first quarter. So connect with that so that you don't feel overwhelmed as you're trying to plant the seeds that you want to grow into your life. Another self-care card that came out is watch a movie. Sounds good to me. Take some time out this week to watch a movie that you enjoy, whether it's a movie that you've seen 1,000 times that still makes you laugh or cry tears of joy, or just makes you feel, or a movie that you've never seen before that, you're giving a chance. A new genre, or maybe some new talent that you don't know. Maybe a movie that, you have to read the subtitles. Who knows? But take some time out to just really enjoy sitting, pop you some popcorn, get your snacks, and just enjoy entertainment. Enjoy a movie and put your phone down and really dig in and pay attention. And watch the movie. Enjoy yourself. I think, that's hard. We don't typically do that. I know that's my problem too when I watch movies. I'm at home, at least. I'm watching a movie, but I'm also on my phone, and then I'm checking this, and then I'm checking this. Like, no. Put the phone down, focus, and just really let yourself enjoy the movie in front of you and fully understand it. The affirmation for this week is I am accepting. And I really feel like that's fitting with everything else this week that was discussed in this quick reading that we did. You just want to accept everything. You want to accept where you are. You want to have that gratitude for where you are, and you want to be able to self-reflect time to time. Just whenever you feel like you need to connect and heal yourself is when you can self-reflect on the lessons you've learned, on the things that are happening in your life, just the actions you need to take. Accept every part of you. If you are accepting to yourself and you are able to be accepting to the people around you, it helps you harness more peace. And that's a part of self-care. Anything that you can do that brings you more peace is self-care. Okay, so accept the things that you can change, accept the things you cannot change, accept the people that you want into your life. And number one, accept yourself where you are right now. And another card that I pulled for our self-care is, it says tears of joy and sadness. So I think that goes right along with like connecting with the moon, accepting yourself, watching a movie. Like, all of those things can bring you tears of joy and sometimes tears of sadness, but still tears that need to be had. So whatever you need to do to help you feel. I think the self-care theme for this week is to just really feel and be present. You know, when you connect to the moon, trust me, you'll feel things. You'll feel emotions that'll stir up. You know, when you watch a movie, something, you know, you get into it and you really pay attention, you feel emotions. When you accept yourself and you accept things around you, accept what you can change, what you can't change, emotions arise. So whether they're tears of joy, whether they're tears of sadness, feel them this week. Don't run from your emotions anymore, okay? That is not how we take care of ourselves. We cannot run. We must feel, and then we must learn, and then we must grow, and then we elevate and vibrate higher. All right, my friends, have the best week ever. And until next time, live your best, love your body, and liberate your soul. Peace. Thank you for listening. If you would like your own personalized tarot reading, head over to moretarotplease.com. And if you would like to connect on social media, you can follow me on Twitter and